If you as an American citizen come to visit Mexico, the first thing you need is the FMM. It's a tourist permit or a tourist card that allows citizens from the US and Canada to travel Mexico. We are going to tell you how you can get it and why this permit is so important.
Okay, in this permit, the FMM, it's super easy to get it. You could get it in several ways, but let's say that you're arriving to Mexico by land, right? You're driving across from San Diego, for example, into Tijuana. So you would stop at the auto declaration zone. It's right where the flagpole it is. You park there, you go into the gray building, and you get your passport book. You give it to the officer and just say, hey, I'm going to be here maybe just for lunch at 1 or 2 or 3 days, for example, or going to be here a little bit more time. Depending on how long you're going to stay in the country, that's the days that you're going to request to the officer. That's one. If you're arriving by air, for example, you're traveling to, I don't know, Los Cabos on vacation with family, for example. San Diego into Los Cabos, super easy. The airline will request that for you and you'll obtain a stamp on your passport book. And that's it. Super easy. You gotta do it.
We know that a lot of people that is coming into our country, they think that they don't need any type of document because they will be here just for a day. But the reality is that you will see that people is here for different type of purposes. You see medical attention, tourism, business, or people that is already living here in the country as a resident, or some that are not residents yet. So yes, the different type of conditions that you can get is the visitor, the temporary resident, and the permanent resident.
And now they are going to tell us how you as a US citizen can get the permanent residency and the temporary residency in Mexico.
So how can you get the temporary residence card? There are different ways of doing it. You can do it through family ties, job offer, economic solvency, humanitarian reasons. We always try to find the easiest way for our clients of getting it.
The easiest ones of the residencies that Alejandra just mentioned would always be family ties, right? Let's say, for example, that you just got married to a Mexican national. So by right, the Mexican immigration law they protect family unity among everything on the table. So what will happen? So you get married to a Mexican national, so by right, you are able to get temporary residency just because your spouse is Mexican. So that will be the easiest one, right? Then you have humanitarian reasons. Let's say, for example, that you are pregnant right now and you cannot fly due to medical conditions. So in that time, you will be granted a humanitarian reason visa, temporary visa, that will allow you to stay while you give birth, for example. Then there was the third one, which we said the economic reasons. So that one, you start at the consulate and you finish at the immigration offices here in Mexico. Of course, if you do that, it's so much more that you need to involve because you need to do an appointment at the consulate. Since COVID started, it's horrible to get appointments. It is possible, of course, if you hire us, of course, right? But at the end of the day, it's still hard. It's still hard. It's something that's a pain that you might not want to do. And even more if it's for the temporary residency only. There are other ways that we can do it. And of course, you can contact us and we'll know what would be the best thing and the less painful situation that you can do it, right?
This consulting company can help you and guide you through all these processes in a safe way. So thank you for this helpful information.